p.m. Weather conditions: partly cloudy. Temperature 91 degrees.
Rev Jon Valt, Parasocial Social Hour. All right, for anybody joining us from the very beginning, it's just like normal. I'm still getting set up. So we had a Starlink outage all day today. So, I'm just glad to be here. So, bear with me here while I get out my camera. I've got some ideas what's going on the old ham radio there, huh? For some weird reason, I can't find the cable that goes to my camera. So I'm going to go look for that. So give me just a couple minutes here. Let me go and... This is so weird. Where the heck did that thing go? So I had some fun last night, tuning around on 40 meters, picking up some interesting conversations. And then I was experimenting with sending that audio through my computer so I can affect the audio and mess with it. So I think that gave me a couple of ideas. In the video, in the live stream video, the 1800 hours video from yesterday, I put a couple timestamps in the comments. If that's the kind of thing you're interested in, going back and listen to me. I'm just kind of dorking around, but experimenting with the idea. So I'm going to try some of that tonight. But the thing with the radio stuff, is that it's all just dependent on what kind of mood the band is in. And also, because none of it is pre-recorded, it depends on what actual real life, real people are actually doing and saying to provide those sounds to be able to mess with. And that's actually what I really enjoy about it is that I have certain things that are planned out obviously, and many things that I pre-produce. All right, found the chord. A lot of things that I pre-produce because it's complicated. But I have many parts of it that are improv and completely open to whatever I want to do with it, and that's the best combination. And with the radio stuff, that's what I can have, because with a pre-recorded track or something, pre-recorded bit of radio audio.
just to see what I could see. When I reached the summit, I was alone, just you and me. A passenger companion through joy and strife, tried to outrun my shadow. I've been running all my life, and this is my refrain, a promise of a happy end, beset by notes of pain. Marching to the beat, but no one hears the drummer. Well, I sang till I had my fill. Then I came down from Medicine Hill, came upon a vagabond, and we smoked her medicine. Watch the sun rise through the pine, and I gaze to where my future lies. Behind that mountain, always a mountain to climb. And this is my refrain, a promise if you bend an ear, you'll hear it sung again. And marching to the beat, but no one hears the drummer.
Alright, we're back just in time, I think. Just in time, just right when I plugged the camera in. So I have it set to play Medicine Hill every 20 minutes, and you know what? I'm like, good, I'll just leave it like that till I take a break. My computer is going ba-doop ba-doop a lot. Alright, let's try something here. Can you hear me? 1, 2, 3? Am I that quiet? Hello, hello. Test 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Test 1. Okay. I wasn't very loud, was I? Alright, so we come back from Medicine Hill just in time. Go like this. And go like this. And I'm saying this, but you can't see what I'm doing. But now, woo! Yeah, buddy. We are online, baby. So we had a Starlink outage earlier today, and Starlink is back up. But I'm actually I'm gonna step in outside. I'm gonna switch to a faster internet connection here. I'm gonna try to anyway. It's one of the experiments. So give me just a minute. We'll be right back. Like I said, when we start this thing, when we start the podcast, or not the podcast, what the fuck? When we start the broadcast, then we're always in the middle of still getting ready. All right, so in addition to Starlink, I have home. I have my home internet. We'll call it the shore internet. And I pay for a VPN service that promises to make a bonded connection to make it faster. So let's see about that. I'll drop off the stream for a second. Possibly you might not even notice. Keep trying, keep trying, keep trying. Keep trying, keep trying. Alright, I disabled auto stop. So, okay, now we're up. So we got... Nice, okay, now we got full bandwidth now. Ooh, hello, hello. Okay, I'm going to look at an OBS setting. Alright, stream should have paused for a minute. Should be back. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, there's about a 10-20 second delay. Alright, let's try some stuff here.
Ya le están llamando la atención el mero obispo, pero bueno, ay no. Ahí sí que ya no hemos hecho nada, se quedó. Tanto por ahí tranquilo, padre, porque de aquello que le conté al equipo, posiblemente que tal vez por estar probándolo ahí, le ha hecho la culpa, se arruinó, padre, adelante.
Ah, sí, de repente mucho le mueve uno todas las cosas. Yo no...
Happened the other day, so I probably ought to take it off the shelf and pull the cover, put a little deox in there. All is good. I took the cover off the front air conditioner on the motorhome, and well, it's getting plenty of airflow, and you know, the compressor comes on, and the only thing I can figure is low on, free on. So I think Ivan is going to come over and take a look at it tomorrow. It's an old one. It's got R22 in it. I don't know if you can even get that stuff anymore, but maybe he has a trick up his sleeve. Otherwise, I'm going to have to buy a new one, and that's going to cost me $1,200 over.
Yeah, that's those things are not cheap, and it's kind of silly that they cost so much, but they got you. And there's that. How's the portable one? Is that keeping you cool?
Well, yes, it is. It's not as good, 8,000 BTU compared to the rooftop is 13.5. And of course, there's two of those, one working and one not. But yeah, it's doing okay, but really not big enough for the job. I called a very large RV company in Texas that I've been doing business with them over 30 years, I guess. But I was asking, they had one on sale, a new rig. And she said, you can't repair an old one. If it's lost its refrigerant or it's low, you just have to get rid of it and buy a new one. I said, well, who told you that? She said, well, it's right here in my computer. And I said, well, I have this thing. It's in my pocket right now. And it goes around the low side line. And it has a wing nut that punctures the low side line. And an orifice to connect to your manifold gauges, which you use for air conditioning. I said you can drain the system or add fuel to it or add Freon to it, and it's as good as new once you found the leak.
South Coast
And they
Reflector
make
for
a
more
product called leak
information.
support also. She said, really? I never heard that. I thought, well, there's a generational issue.
Yeah, for sure. Well, yeah, and maybe they don't want to hear that. They're wanting to sell them for these high prices. I'm sure they have a little bit of markup on those kind of items, wouldn't you think?
Well, I would, especially the bigger outfits like that. I'll say it's not Camping World, but it's a privately owned company in Houston, but very, very big. And she had one with a black cover for $630 brand new. And then there's another kit you'd have to buy because it has a ducted AC unit. And I thought, well, hot dog, that's because locally the unit was $1,000 versus $630. And then she started adding in the delivery cost. She said a minimum of $350. So I'll buy it. It's amazing. The freight was $350 minimum.
Yeah, they're gouging you on that. I would think, Bill. I mean, those things can't weigh that much. I wouldn't think. Over.
Well, it has to go by freight truck. It can't go common carrier. So, because of its size, not just the weight, but the physical size of it. So it's got to come on a freight truck. So, I'll take some. Switching subjects, no less than abruptly, but I'm watching my audio on my Forensi 100 megahertz scope tonight. It suddenly occurred to me that I have the SM220 scope for the Kenwood, but I use that as a pan adapter, and I wasn't able to watch the output audio on the RF. So I found a toroid, and it's the size of a Krispy Kreme donut, but it's the only one the PL259 would fit through without having to unsolder it and so on. So I just wrapped an arbitrary number of turns around it and mounted it around the output feed line going out to the antenna, and voila, we're done.
Hey, there you go. Well, good. It's always is a delight to hear some success stories. I know for myself, recently I got the Henry 3K running. I'm on it tonight, And I was just like a big weight was lifted off my shoulders on that thing. I just said, I'm going to give it a day of work on it, and it was raining and miserable, and so I hooked it up to the dummy load inside, disconnected all my outside antennas because there was a lot of lightning and everything that day, and kept working on it, baffling on it, putting different things, trying different techniques, and it still makes a little bit of noise, but I think it's very similar to what it did originally. It's not much different. I noted, I looked here when I don't speak, the output goes down to about 30 watts. Speaking, it's up there right at 1500. So I just got a kick out of that, the fact that it's working. And now I'll be able to use some of my digital stuff again and operate on the digital mode. Over.
Oh, very cool, Jim, and congratulations. That's and you didn't have to buy a new transformer. That's even better. So congratulations and go you. Kudos, man.
Yeah, it feels like a real win, Anyway, it's nice to have the Henry back and operational. I'm on the low tap right now. Low tap will give me about 1,400 watts. The high tap will, I think, get out about 2,200 watts. But anyway, it's wonderful to have it back in service and operational. I'm also on the headset here tonight, so I can move around the house if I need to, or go up and get a drink or something like that. But of course, there's a whole lot more project tackle. I started today. I went out to last about 2 hours here and looked over my winch on the tower and kind of serviced it and tested it, and it's working. I wasn't so sure because it's been wrapped up for 5-6 years, and I've kind of protected it against the rain and everything. But so I hadn't even seen it. I wasn't sure if it was going to be one big ball of rust or what. But it looked good and it functioned well. So now we'll be able to, when I lower the tower, I'll be able to tilt it over using the winch. Over.
Excellent. Well, I take it that you're going to be after that fairly quick before the fall winds hit. Over. Yeah,
I'm going to have to. I figure sometime between now and the middle of next month, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to still rent a lift, maybe just for a half a day. And I'm going to use the lift on the other two towers, the military tower and with the quad on it. And then I'm going to put up the 6-meter Yagi on the short 40-foot tower. Over.
Okay, very good. Well, that lift will pay for itself if you can do all that in a day, for sure. As any other way would be quite difficult. And I was looking at the meter while you were talking, Jim, and you're going from S9 to 10 over. And it's probably a bigger signal than that. That's just the way the 830 is set. I haven't aligned it in, quite a long time. So, that usually S9 on this particular age.
presentations, a lot of caution. And then use the preamplifier to put up the treble and stuff, and I could wear the headphones, and then it would be fine.
Over the 70s, 80s, and stuff like that. I never knew what to expect, especially down here in the Deep South, in Dixie and stuff like that. I live in Florida. I mean, Florida, you can compare that to Atlanta. You can.
All right, sounds like we got some people fighting on 7200. There's a regular conversation happening, but if you listen in the background, then you can hear there's guys fighting.
But living in the Deep South, so take a look at it. What I found, which was super impressive, that this is my interpretation. Most black people speak clearer English than most white people down here. They speak way clearer English, and I found that really astonishing here in the Deep South. And on top of the people are so kind, they're so beautiful, and it's just there's no racial division here. It's just everybody except phenomenally.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Ed, how old are you?
It just, it just happened. I mean, we just got to the point where, it was a lot easier.
Wow, you're older than me.
That racial shit, that racial divide, whatever you want to call it, and get along with them, and most of them get along with us, but just like,
So in case you don't know about ham radio, the rules are you're not allowed to play music, you're not allowed to cuss and swear, you can't say fuck on ham radio, but these guys, there's guys yelling in the background, and there's guys playing music, there's guys singing, so it's a little wild tonight, sounds like.
that kind of crap. And it's true, I mean, it's true. But you just gotta learn to roll with it.
Copy that, and I gotta tell you, there's a beauty with that, and I love the younger blacks, the younger whites, and seeing this camaraderie that's when I was a threat. And I remember how scared I was to be a white person, or you know what I'm saying. I'm not going to get into the whole thing, and the diversity that I'm seeing is absolutely killer. I love it. I just think it's good for the country and good for everybody out in the world in this United States, and probably throughout the world, man. Learning how to get along with each cultural differences and that type of thing. I grew up in an ignorant environment. Let's put it that way. In the 70s, it was very ignorant, and a lot of it was post-1960s, ignorant thinking and stuff like that. And to see what I see today is really amazing. It's amazing. I wish I could grow up. What I'm seeing today that I is the growth when I was younger. I think you understand what I'm saying. Let me get out of here and say 7 threes. A bunch of people want to get out of here and make their opinions, but what he says today, nothing like that I grew up with. Anyway, WB670 sail clear.
All right, kids, enjoy the trip down to Tuscaloosa tomorrow and roll tide. 73 89 DST. Just one note. The reason that white kids let black kids in their game.
Patrick, you're in the weeds, but I'd love to say hello, man. KX9D.
73.
You take care, buddy, and I'll get James Spann weather report. I love James Spann. And if a lot of people don't know who James Spann is, and you're not from Alabama. And we're going to get his weather report sometime tomorrow. I think it's more of a lot of the same, a lot of heat, maybe a little bit of a thunderstorm here and there. So, anyway, let me get out of here. 7 threes, man. Take care. God bless. WB6, WCO, Northwestern Alabama. You take care, my dear friend. Take care.
Patrick! Fuck all the CQ shit. Where's Patrick? Pat. Yeah, KX9D calling Patrick. Over. That dude sounds gay. And artificially intelligent. And not even that. I mean, maybe it's called stupid. Patrick. You don't like me, Patrick? Anyway, I just want to say hello and talk to you for a minute, KX90. You guys pick it up with all your bullshit. Go ahead and notify the authorities. IR1. Come in, please. Dude, this is not 1950s telephone switch. This is ham radio. It's still old school. But yeah. You don't need to talk like that. You're a fucking moron, dude. Shut up. You're a fucking idiot. Shut up with the recording, dude. It's not even a good recording. It doesn't even make sense.
You're not supposed to trust
You probably ought to be in a coffin. So just shut the fuck up.
Spicy tonight.
90. Roger that. Yeah.
Sounds like CB radio tonight.
Yeah. I'll show you a distress signal, motherfucker. Fuck CQ. The same as you don't call CQ on 7203 or 72. I'm sorry. 197. Don't be calling CQ on 72. Go ahead and notify the authorities. Mr. Lindsey Graham, you sound like a gay old man. You sound like a gay old man. Give it up. And Ozzy died, man. So, if any of you jammers want to do something, play like Mom Coming Home or No More Tears or something. Noble shit like that. Freebird. Keep doing all these songs if we're gonna quorum. Shut up. It'll be fine. Or Joe talk, but I think I run him off. Somebody ran him off. I think he's busy trying to like frame somebody. Alright, you guys go ahead, CQ up, whatever it takes. Whatever it takes to talk to somebody. I don't need the And none of us are glad you got one. You like fucking bury that motherfucker and shut up. Watch your profanity. Dude, I'm coming out, not in. So, get up. Whoa, hold on there. Settle down now. I don't know, but I'm telling you what, guys, I got a lot of stamina. I'll put up this shit on my own. Bloody well, right? Hey, I got your ass! You will not die. You will not cry. You will learn by the numbers. I will teach you. Back it up. Get on your feet. You will put some fuck yourself or I will run through your head and get down here. What the fuck, man? I was like a drill sergeant with an echo. Drill sergeants don't have echoes. They're in your face, dumbass. Turn off the echo. Pay attention to dude that's screaming at me. No, when you're trying to pull off a drill sergeant. You don't
$1,200 bucks.
God bless the robot. God bless the robot. God bless the robot.
Well, you've been thinking again. That's dangerous, but I'm glad you're thinking. What are you thinking about there? No, I've been drinking. Oh, well, I do that every day. I thought you said thinking. All right, well, we're on the same page. No, you said drinking, not thinking. And I try to think. That's kind of what it boils down to. Alright, now that's the last you're gonna have to do better than that. That means I didn't hear you.
Sounds like we had a spiritual awakening on this frequency, over. Oh my goodness gracious! Oh, my dentures have locked in and my head's locked in. I'm good, man, brother. I'm with 10 minutes back. With 10 minutes left, everything is happy. Oh, yeah, we're killing it, man, out there. You're doing a great job, the rest of y'all out there. WB6WC of Northwestern Alabama. At least I can talk. I got my denture locked in there, so I'm good.
How do you do that, man? How do you lock them things in there? Do you like get the corner drill out, or do you just like rub them down to put them on, or something? How do you get the things
Be kind of careful and you look at it and you take that denture and you got to be sophisticated with it and you got to plug that glue in those right spots so you can eat there, over.
I thought fixes it was to fix like this in your car hood, and you're using that shit on your teeth.
Absolutely, man. They're not teeth. They're prosthesis and locking your head there so you can chow down on whatever you want to do, which I'm going to do in a little bit. Tacos out there, but yeah, you gotta it takes time. And listen, I'm going to say something to a lot of y'all out there that if you've never had visitors, both of them, and maybe none of you've ever had a competition, never had, if you do get it, it is going to be definitely a learning curve. It's taking me 10 years to figure it out. A little bit of stuff these in so I can eat. It is a learning curve there.
Can you eat corn on the cob with that fucking 60-inch shit?
Trust me,
My phone is disappearing. My phone disappeared a couple years ago. But the phones, my teeth, they're disappearing. And yeah, you gotta have something to screw that shit into, right?
Yeah, no, I'm just being honest with you. You know, I'm 62 years old. Actually, I entered about 10 years ago, 13, 14 years ago. I feel it was attributed to something around
What the doctor was telling me about it is that it takes something the saliva or something from the teeth, and it just happens.
Touch the nose in the fabric somehow so it's completely self-contained. And evening, Daryl, did you ever keep Starlink working? Man, Starlink just had a global outage. K5, easy.
What's a comment?
They had two other ISPs, so I was able to still work on the site and set it up with the IP address we had assigned to Starlink. So I haven't checked it.
Robots are coming. Robots are coming.
At least one of my clients' sites reconnected to
God bless the robots.
software because I got the push notifications from my phone that the router had reconnected to our cloud. But I don't know. If it's
God bless the robots.
Unfortunately, that's not all I rely on. I guess have you
Robots are coming. God bless the robots.
Yeah, I do, but I'm trying to correct a very painful soldering mistake, and I haven't even looked at the internet yet. Oh my! What is it? Is it mentally painful or physically painful? Try soldering 64 pins on backwards and realizing you gotta take them all off now.
That poor motherfucker.
Oh man, I feel your pain on that one. That's gotta hurt.
I feel your pain on that one.
That blows, dude. Do you at least have like one of the air guns to make it easier to unsolder?
Soldered 60 pins.
No, I do.
And I had to solder
I just find it easier with the soldering wick, and I've got so much soldering wick I don't even know what to do with it, so I'm not worried about wasting it.
That poor motherfucker.
All right, on, dude. That's fair. That reminds me, I need to go grab that soldering iron out of my truck and heat it up and clean it. I had to do some soldering yesterday. Didn't have a plug-in iron, so I ended up getting one of those one that has the lithium-ion battery inside of it.
Felix W is back in the chat.
Is that right? You don't have your curling iron with you? Man, James,
I'm not watching YouTube. I can't see you in the chat until I look around.
No. That one I had is soldering iron.
Until I look around, see Felix W is in the chat.
Copy.
Robots are coming.
The problem was I forgot to grab my, dip cleaner. And so I only had to.
Robots are coming.
So I was able to get away with not having.
God bless the robots.
But probably need to clean it because it's break done.
God bless the robots. Robots are coming. God bless the robots.
Like 3 months, and I keep needing to like stop by there and start 5-6 again. Just try to reappropriate some of the old components. Oh yeah, there was one of the 5G boxes that somebody ran over in front of the Walgreens on 249. It was one that sat there for almost 2 years. Nobody ever touched it, so I finally pulled it apart. Come on in and pull up a chair. AA5JW, James in the group. I'm in Spring, Texas.
Good evening. The time is 10.
K5 ACP, eastbound out of Conroe.
Cloudy. Temperature 87 degrees.
Awesome. This is Clayton calling from Waller, Texas. Correct. Yeah, copy that. We got any solder
Robots are coming. God bless the robots.
Sorry, what was that cut out at the end? Oh, I was just joking, asking if you had any water humor.
Evil robots on the drums. Evil robots on guitar. And I am the Rev Jon Valt. And this is Rev Jon Valt's Parasocial Social Hour. Once again, Evil Robots on guitar. And Evil Robots on the drums. And I am the Rev Jon Valt. And this is Rev Jon Valt's Parasocial Social Hour. Do you remember a little girl? And she wore green ribbons in her hair. How he picked her up when he found her lying there. On the day the robots came, her innocence was swept away. On the day the robots came, her innocence was swept away. And I say, and I will join in the fight, drawn to the light. Every little thing gonna be alright. I will join in the fight, drawn to the light. Every little thing gonna be alright. And though the world may fall away, there is a place for us. And we will make it fall away. I climbed up a mountain just to see what I could see. When I reached the summit, I was alone, just you and me. A passenger companion through joy and strife. Tried to outrun my shadow, I've been running all my life. And this is my refrain, a promise of a happy end, beset by notes of pain. Marching to the beat, I sang till I had my fill. Then I came down from Medicine Hill, came upon a vagabond, and we smoked her medicine. Watched the sun rise through the pine, and I gazed to where my future lies. Behind that mountain, always is a mountain to climb. And this is my refrain. I promise if you bend an ear, you'll hear it sung again. And marching to the beat, Harley, can you hear me? Are you falling down? Been around before, and I know you're running, brave face to the world, but I know you'll be moving on when the money's gone, and we'll fade away. Gnarly, are you in there? Am I getting through? Would you come back home if I said I love you? Your smile hides 1,000 lies, and I remember there's a girl I knew, looked just like you, but you wouldn't do that to me, would you? Made me do it, a world hidden from view. You led me to it, and now I see a new reality. Every morning I can feel it, a creaking in my bones. I ain't got much further to go. Gaze into the mirror, and the face I see look back at me. Well, I never met him before. Oh no, oh no, no, I never met him before. Leave it up to me, and I'd say you meant nothing to me. It ain't up to me, so I'll tell you. You were everything. A battle for the truth, you made me do it. A world hidden from view, you led me to it. And now I see a new reality. That song is called Arlie, Can You Hear Me? It's, if you subscribe to any of those apps, it's on there. There's actually a couple versions of it. I see a check comment in there. Hold on a second. Felix W. says, your piano playing is awesome in the song. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that. It got pretty wild on 7200 here earlier. Nope, it's back. Those guys are right. That does get a little annoying because all they're doing is playing a recording. So like they're just sitting here pushing a button or just walking away from it. But it's like if you're gonna be a pirate operator and like cause some trouble, it's like get on there and yell or something. Like do something. Don't just like sit there and plug your computer into the radio and play music over it and walk away. It's like, have fun with it. And then he was telling people to pirate radio. No, I'm not. But I'm just saying if you're going to do that, be creative. Have a good time.
Set up an application that will turn on, a big old amplifier remotely. No deal. And, that way if you really had to, but you don't have to leave amplifiers on all the time, 24/7. Go ahead.
Test. All right, good. Channel 1969, Michael Mary's here. Hey, man. I got the reverb turned way up. We'll see why in a minute. Good to see you, man. Felix W. took your #1 fan badge because he sent 2 chats. And that's all it takes. If I could break this reverb. I could break these chains. Well, I tell you a story. And I'd hide it in melody. And I'd find a way to parse my message right. And I'd try to show you shadows in the light. But the words escape me now, be inappropriate somehow. To say I'm here. If I could bridge... Hey, Michael. I already said hey, Michael. If I could bridge this divide, well, I tell you I'm sorry. And I'd write you a love song. And I'd sing out a prayer, make everything alright. And we'd hold each other naked in the light. But you're with another now, so it's inappropriate somehow. Still working on that one. I love that melodica though. I gotta work it out with this pedal though. I can't hold it up here and play with my left hand. Yeah. It keeps fucking with me. That's a good way to censor myself. It keeps fucking with me. Maybe I can stick my whole arm through it. Just shoulder brace on it. Oh, no. Sounds like a 3D printer project coming up. Stick my whole wrist in there. Okay, let's try that. This is awesome. First ever melodica watch. Yeah, there's no good way to do this. I know. I always say I know all the classics. I'm a Little Teapot, Mary Had a Little Lamb, Chopsticks, Parasocial, Alphabet Song. The old Alphabet Song before the woke mob changed the tune. I'm just joking. But sometimes when if you want to get fancy on a piano, here's a tip they won't teach you in YouTube. You play a chord. But in a chord, if you move the middle note, down one note in the scale. So you move this one to here. Makes what's called a sus chord. And people won't be sus about your piano playing if you play sus chords because they sound fancy. So, but I'm just playing I'm so fancy playing the lounge piano. And I'm so fancy now. But I've played piano a couple places and I'll do that. I'll be like, just dorking around. And I'll be like, something like, this is so much nicer with headphones. I can't hear the live stream, but I can hear something pretty close to it now. So. Okay. There's echo. Okay. That's fine. Let me see how this. What is going on here? Come on. Let me see if I can remember. Well, I'd like to visit the moon on a rocket ship high in the air. So I'd like to visit the moon. Don't think I'd like to live there. So I'd like to look down at the earth from above. I would miss all the places and the people I love. So although I might like it for one afternoon, I don't want to live on the moon. I'd like to travel under the sea. Could meet all the fish everywhere. Yes, I'd like to travel the sea, but I don't think I'd like to live there. I might stay for a day there if I had my wish, but there's not much to do if your friends are all fish, and an oyster and clam aren't real family. So I don't want to live in the sea. Visit the jungle, hear the lion roar, and go back in time to meet a dinosaur. There's so many strange places I'd like to be, but none of them permanently. So if I could visit the moon, I'd dance on a moonbeam and then on a star. I'd wish I was home back again. I'd like to look down at the earth from above. I would miss all the places and the people I love. So although I may go, I'll be coming home soon. 'Cause I don't want to live Instead, I'm stuck in a trailer with Felix W. and Michael. Which is better? All right. I was like, what song is that I'm playing on the piano? Anybody, like, I saw it, there's a couple people chatting. Do you guys recognize that song that I just sang? That's, it was on Sesame. Am I still streaming? Yeah. Ernie sang that on Sesame Street. It was like, and I can't do it, but it's like, while I'd like to visit the moon on a rocket ship high in the air. I can't do this. And there's actually a really good one with Aaron Neville, and I'm doing it as a duet. Oh, brother, I'm calling. Raise my arms into the skies, and I'm sending a heartbeat. Now I wait for your reply. Don't you worry, we hear you on the line and we're over here and we're doing fine. Brother, no need to hurry, we can get together anytime. We can get together anytime. Sending a heartbeat. And now I wait for your reply. 'Cause I love you. When I electrify the sky, don't you worry. You'll hear me on the line when you're over there and you're doing fine. Oh, brother, no need to hurry. We can get together another time. We can get together some other time. Speaking of sending a heartbeat, let's send out a heartbeat. Huh? Let's load her up. For a ham radio stream, we're not doing a lot of ham radioing, huh? JSA call, are you there? All right. Because 40 meters sounds like it's pretty active tonight, so there might be some... I've been noticing JSA call has been like not very active. Like in the digital modes here, FT8, which is what I have running most of the time, is the one that seems to have won out as far as which one's most popular. Yeah, it was like that. Those look like messages coming through on the scope. So JSA call is built. Yeah, there we go. JSA call is built on the same technology, if you will, for lack of a better term, but the same type of signal modulation and stuff as FT8, but then the guy modified it a little bit, and it's really good for low signal work, like weak signal work, and but he put some extra functionality in it. It's got like almost, I guess the way I would describe my understanding of it is it's like message board type capability. And you can like relay messages and stuff. You can leave messages for other people, for somebody else to retrieve later. You know, you can come online. You can say, hey, there's something called all call, which I think I have that part of the window hidden. I don't think you can see it because I can only have so much room on my screen here. Oh yeah, we're 3D today, aren't we? So let me see what you can see in the 3D window. Give me a second. Jesus. You can't even see me in there. Ha 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 ha. That's funny. I'm just completely surrounded by windows. I'm looking at the YouTube channel right now. That's so ridiculous. Okay, wait. I think I have a 360 setting, I think, on here. Well, you can definitely see the window, the JSA call window. Let's see if I have another scene here. Hold on. I haven't messed with OBS that much doing stuff. Oh, that's why I couldn't see it myself, because it played Medicine Hill and then it went camera off. Okay. That's funny. Okay. I'm going to pause that for now. I have it running during the day where it plays that because, like, I don't think anybody's tuning in and just listening, like, all day. I mean, I do. But, I listen to it a lot. But, I have it on there because, you know, it's like the idea with regular, like, terrestrial radio or talk radio. There's some amount of repetition in it because a lot of the audience doesn't listen for a long time. And for something like this, that's not the case. But like for the thing that goes all day long, like people who tune in and out, there'll be some random conversations happening, you know. So anyway, JSA call is really good for weak signal work, and it's got some like message board type capability in it. And one of the cool things is it's called a heartbeat. So we're going to send out a heartbeat right now. That's actually where the inspiration for that lyric of that song came from. So let's see, let me transmit it here. 1, and here we go. Well, I got some good buzz on my headphones when that was going on. Okay, so I just sent out a heartbeat. And I'm also set to respond to people sending out a heartbeat. I didn't get any acknowledgement back at 50 watts. That doesn't sound right. Well, I definitely got, if I touch this, I don't have as much of a buzz. If I don't, then I have a bigger buzz. So, probably need to do some grounding in here. Huh. Well, I'm not, oh, there we go. I'll call CQ, CQ, CQ. I don't really know how to answer messages in this. Because in FT8, it's all like built into it. So I don't know what like the etiquette is. So can I respond to him? Direct it to this one. Oh, cool. Okay, there's a preset for sending him a signal report, so I'm going to set it right now. Like I said, I don't know what the protocol is, so I don't know what the next message he expects from me is. But you can actually have a regular conversation on here too, but he's calling CQ specifically, so it looks like somebody else responded to him, said -16. I also replied and said +19. Well, if we're doing this, we might as well stretch the signal around the world, see where we're going, huh, guys? Let's load it up. Where's the map? Give me the map. Yeah. Do. Let's conquer the world, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, it always puts these extra ones in or something. My 24-hour report. Yeah, I don't want that actually. Do. Okay. There's some way to turn all of those pins off, but let's go ahead. Let's see what's going on at 40 meters. Oop, I hear something. I'm going to wait a little bit so I can make sure I pick a good frequency. There's Europe. Let's try that. So we should see some cyan-colored dots coming up as people report that they can hear me. All right, so he just reported minus 13 from, is it officially Italy? Italy, Croatia, Slovenia. But he's in Italy, it says. Okay. Well, I'm reporting back. It's like, can you hear me? Because he just sent the same signal, the same message twice. So we heard each other. Up, R+02. That's the same message. That's what I just sent. All right, I got a Roger 73. So I'm sending 73 back. So that is successful. All right, so we conquered Europe. Where's my dots at? Yeah, there we go. All right, where are we reaching to? Do all over these United States, boys. Let's call CQ, huh? What the heck? Let's see who's out there. Looks like I'm in the middle of a bunch of noise. So I'm going to experiment with being inside this and then outside this and calling CQ and C and then also seeing who can hear me, because the noises might be local to me. Oh, yeah. Okay, we're reaching into Europe proper. All right, I got two stations calling me. We got K3T, Kilo 3 Tango, and also November 9er Foxtrot Whiskey Charlie. So I'm responding to two. November 9er Foxtrot Whiskey Charlie. I'm going to try to work both of them at the same time. I like doing that, seeing if I can keep balancing back and forth. So my next transmission, instead of responding to N9 FWC, I'm going to respond to K3T so I don't lose him. So he did, N9 FWC just sent me a signal report, so I owe him a message back. All right, so I replied to K3T. We'll see if in this time he sends me a message back. I'm going to reply now to N9 FWC because he sent me a signal report R+14. So I'm saying Roger 73 to him, which completes that conversation. He's going to send 73 back to me, which is what I'll be waiting for next. And after I listen for that slot, I will be sending a report to Kilo 3 Tango in Sacramento, California. There's my 73 from November 9 FWC. Can you see it on the screen here? Yeah. Except it's 360, huh? Oh, crap. Okay, so I'm trying to reply to K3T. Is he going to reply to me? I'll try again. We'll check out, man, we are blasting into Europe. All right, South America. I saw an African station the other night. Now, what happens when I transmit, when I'm having these conversations, is it basically cuts the number of signals that I can hear in half. So these bigger dots, no, he's not replying. No, he's... K3T never came back to me, so I'm going to disable that. He must have saw that I was answering somebody else and gave up. But we got halfway through it. Ooh, what's way up there? Ooh, Canada. Okay. So when I'm transmitting, I'm occupying one of the time slots. Let's call it there's even and the odd slot is I guess what they're called, but let's just say it's slot A and slot B. Like this is one slot. A bunch of data will come in. Then we'll go to the other slot. A bunch of data will come in. And each slot is 15 seconds. And anyway, so like now I can hear traffic coming in on both slots, but if I'm talking, I can't. Nice, chatbot's working. All right. Oh, lots of European stations tonight. Let's try this one. Because I made Europe pretty good. Let's see where this guy is. In the United Kingdom. All right. He's in Wales. All right. Let's see if he heard me.
This repeater is connected to the South Coast Reflector. For more information, go to the southcoastreflector.com.
I'm not hearing back from him. He's still calling CQ, which means he isn't answering me. What a jerk. They got strong signals too, so they're using some directional antennas or something. Oh boy. I get a pretty good buzz in these earphones when that station transmits. Holy cow. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. What test 1, 2? What should this do? Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. So if I turn this down.
Test 1, 2. Test is fine. Radio computer. Radio computer. This is how I talk like a robot. This is how I can talk like a robot. This is how I can talk like a robot. This is how I am.
I left Oklahoma under darkness. I need gasoline in my money to the heart. To the heart. Go to the heart. At a restaurant. East of the Colorado line. There's 180 gasoline. There's 180 gasoline. Gasoline. I'm money. I'm money. I'm money. I'm money. Should have paid worth of water. I'm money. I'm money. Before I went to the other side. I'm money. I'm money. Before I went to the other side. I'm money. I'm money. Gasoline. 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 The moon was sitting high. Tried to curve so I kept to the finish line when I could. But then I realized what grounded upon me. So I prayed, knowing I'd be gone for good. Well, I should have held it close before I left it. I'm money. Should have told her I was blessed that she was mine. I'm money. I'm money. Should have dated words of warning. I'm money. Before I went to the other side. Before I went to the other side. I'm money. I'm money. Gasoline. 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 Moon was sitting high. Tried to curve till I kept to the fence line when I could. And it's what is round upon me. So I prayed knowing I'd be gone for good. Gasoline. Well, I should have held it close before I left her. I'm money. I'm money. Should have told her I was blessed that she was mine. I'm money. I'm money. Should have dated words of warning. I'm money. I'm money. Before I went to the other side. I'm money. I'm money. Before I went to the other side. I'm money. I'm money. And I was alone when I talked that last balloon. Climbing the wall, sitting in a chair, with an overdose in the air. Well, there's nothing to be done. No, there's nothing to be done. Trade your house that you thought on the GI Bill. For I'd like drink gas to get on a hero's new. There's a hole in daddy's arm where all the money goes. Jesus Christ died for nothing, I suppose. There's a hole in daddy's arm where all the money goes. Jesus Christ died for nothing, I suppose. We're gonna start a riot in this motherfucker. We're gonna start a riot in this motherfucker. We're gonna start a riot. Where's gasoline, my money? Taking gasoline to all my money. Taking gasoline to all my money. Taking gasoline to my money. Well, I wasn't expecting to do that, so I wonder what other songs I can use this radio vocoder on. It's super fun, you see. Holy mode enabled. Now I can sing who I want. I can sing a whole chord if I want tonight. Pom pom. Pom 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 pom, I'm down to run. Pom 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 pom, I'm down to run. 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 We actually don't even use the vocoder on autobahn. We are the robots. We are the robots. Do 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 do. We are the robots. Do 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 do. We are the robots. Do 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 do. We are programmed just to do anything you want us to. We are the robots. We are functioning mechanically, and we are automatic. We are the robot. Do 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 do. We are the robot. Hi. I'm gonna try this just for fun. And when I reached the summit, I was alone, just you and me. A passenger, a companion, for giant time. Tried to outrun my shadow, and I've been running all my life. This is my refrain, and of a happiness, peace and kind of the marching to me. No one is the trouble. I think I can do that better the second time. Well, I sang till I had my fill, and I came down from Medicine Hill. Came upon a vagabond, and we smoked her medicine. Watched the sunrise through the pine, and gazed to where my future lies. Always a mountain to climb, and this is my refrain. Promise if you bend in it, you'll feel it strong again. Marching to me. Oh, but no one is the drama. This is good practice for this. Can you hear me? Are you falling down and around the fall? And I know you're running, racing to the world, but I know you'll be moving on when the money's gone. Moving on when the money's gone. Sorry, can you hear me? Am I getting through? Would you come back home? If I said I love you, it's $1,000, $1,000. I remember there's a girl I knew that's just like you. led me to us. Now I see, and I see, and I see. And I feel I never try to find you. And I go, I never try to find you. And I go, I never try to find you.
Es mejor, porque cuando son así operaciones y que de este que buy without a Form 4? No, I'm talking about the automatic weapon ban. That was part of the Clinton ban. You can't buy any more automatic weapons, right? It was banned. It was the Clinton. It was part of it. They let the other stuff expire, but they didn't let the automatic weapon ban expire. So, maybe it was 1994. Yeah, I think you're right. But yeah, the high capacity magazine. But I mean, everything pre-ban. It wasn't 1964, man. It was after that. I think it was 84. If I'm not mistaken, it was 84 when they tried to ban all automatic weapon sales.
Yeah, 80-something, because you could buy a fully automatic gun at Ace Hardware.
Yeah, absolutely. It was either 84 or 86. And then when Clinton came in as well, he's like, oh, well, we're going to get rid of 15-round magazines, or 30-round magazines. We're going to get rid of all this other bullshit. The automatic weapon stopped. That's why you couldn't buy anything. And then when it expired in the Bush era, that's when you all of a sudden started to buy ARs again. So, it was that Clinton era automatic weapon ban and everything. You just could no longer buy them. The automatic weapon ban, that was 1934 and 1968, I think. Those bans got rid of automatics, yes. But you remember, because I have a pre-banned AR, and man, that thing is worth a lot of money, and I'm never going to let go of it. But I've got others post-ban that I built.
The NSA, I remember when I bought my, Uzi, I bought my Class 3 Uzi. It had to be on the Form 4. And
have the QRO amplifier.
or...
List of leading lights. And now legendary author Michael says the last text he got from Epstein in jail, just before he apparently strung himself up for suicide, said, still hanging around. The seemingly sardonic suicide suggestion only adds to the porn conspiracy as Marvel goes gaga over this saga. Who killed Jeffrey Epstein? Perspiring Times want to know. The Bronx is squirming. It's fights and blades at a Bronx Family Dollar, where a bargain bin bandit brawled his way through the budget aisle. When staff tried to stop his sticky fingers, the cut-rate criminal chomped down like a rabid raccoon, then whipped out a blade and went full slasher special. Employees were injured. The maniac made off. And let's just say, this ain't the kind of cut you clip from a coupon. Panther panic in the park. A full-body feline freak clad head to toe in a creepy cat suit is slinking through the streets of Liverpool, spooking strollers with spine-chilling meows and shadowy sneak attacks. Dubbed Pantherman by baffled Brits, the prowling prankster prefers graveyards and gardens. And while he hasn't hurt a hair, he's clawed his way into local lore. The police, perplexed. The public, purring with paranoia. Us, just wondering how many lives this cat's got left. And that's what's happening. I'm Grant Marshall, 2020 News.
Expect showers tonight. Currently 82 degrees in Miami. Here's your Atmos weather report for Thursday, the 24th day of July. Erica Walters for Atmos weather on WRMI. Mostly cloudy in Miami, and good evening to listeners in Houston. 84 degrees. 77 and cloudy in Detroit. Mostly clear, currently 77 in New York City. In Los Angeles, clear, 63-degree temperatures for you. Finally, the Music City forecast for Nashville, Tennessee.
Shrug it off. Paul was gathering wood to make a fire, and they were shipwrecked, and there was a snake hanging on his arm. And what are the marks of the snake? The two teeth make those two lines like this. And that's why the two towers of New York City came down as a judgment. And they are the representation of the two lines with the S. All right? So it's very, very, very interesting. All these things really matter when you discuss the word, and it forms better than any television cursed box. It performs a word picture inside of you. And the Almighty wants you to understand that the covenant of the fear and the covenant of David, He writes His laws, His Torah, on the tables of your hearts and minds. And He said, no man will teach you of my Torah. Christ said, I will teach you myself. And He's the professor. He's the great chief counselor, wonderful counselor. The government is on His shoulders, that mantle. And He's telling you that He's the one that you need to go into. You need to go in Him. He's inside the house of the name. So you need to go in the house, part of Christ. No man can gainsay you. But only in the house can you arrive justified by wisdom. The children of wisdom are justified. They have the fear of the Most High, which is so lovely, ladies and gentlemen. If you'd like a copy of the Fear of the Lord Scriptures, we've got well over 200 of them, and you need to peruse them. You need to read them, ladies and gentlemen. They are the sword of Yahweh. Sword is another way of saying words. Just take the S off and you have words. The sword of Yahweh. See? So a sword is word. That's why it says in the Bible, with 30 seconds left in this segment, and we'll be reading the Proverbs here after the break, by the will of the Most High. That's why he says in the end of days, he said, don't worry when you get brought before the demonic system, for in the very hour I will give you the words to say. The Ruach HaKadosh, the set-apart spirit, will give you from inward power from on high, will rise up in you words as a sword against the brotherhood of darkness. We are the salt, the fear of Yahweh. We are the light on the hill. We come not with a sword to bring peace, but as the two witnesses came into Sodom and Gomorrah, we come with the sword of Yahweh to divide. Yea, will you be found keeping his commandments because you love the blood, respect the blood, and that it was to take away your breach of law, which is sin. Walk ye in the law and the paths of light. The law of Yahweh is light. As Christ is light, you are the light and the salt, the preservative. We'll be back after the break. Thank you.
The first of all commandments is here, O Yisrael, Yahweh, our Elohim, Yahweh is one. And you shall love Yahweh, your Elohim, with all of your heart, and with all of your being, and with all of your mind, and with all of your strength. This is the first command, and the second is like, namely this, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. There is none other commandment greater than these. Mark 12, verse 29 through 31.
I'm a redneck great grandma and I'm 87. I didn't know about the fear of Yahweh until I heard classic redneck radio. And I know it's true because it's
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to an historic cast and record in another series, the Psalms from chapter words which are more than and originally had the four letters pronounced when you say the improper term, pronounce it yourself. Chariot of fire if you're listening. Late hour. The teeth come together. That's weeping and wailing and gnashing of teeth. That's not his name. Actually, a type of blasphemy. They shall be blaspheming his name in the end of days, it says in the word. How blaspheme? Because the sound of breath is the sound of his name. The sound of a healthy heart is Yahweh. Yahweh, that's the place of secret. It says, Yahweh speaks to you in the place of secret. And your heart is like thunder. So, as we take a look at these word pictures and as we move into this historical recording where we're making history, we're placing the proper name and pronunciation in the reading of the Psalms as well as now we'll start to read the book of Proverbs. There are 31 chapters. The Almighty knew you'd be keeping a false calendar. And he's so loving and so kind. knows you've been duped by the devil. Because he said in Hosea, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, and that's ignorance. So in Proverbs, he made 31 chapters because sometimes, sometimes have 31 days. Your pagan, Catholic month, your Roman Catholic, all the world keeps the calendar of Satan. And the Almighty made a way for you to read Proverbs, which is basically constructed through slow-mo Solomon, and then he was given all this wisdom, you see. And there, like Proverbs 6:23, where the commandment is the lamp, and the Torah, the law of God Yahweh, is the light. And you don't want to do the law, you're in deep trouble. You're actually saying to God, you're not powerful enough to have me keep the law with you. You're not a good enough teacher to teach me how to keep your law. Your blood is not powerful enough to forgive me if I make one of your laws 7 times 70 in a single day, 490 cups of cold water. You're not powerful enough, God, for me to keep your law. That's what you're saying to the Most High. See, my God is very powerful. And I believe in the same blood you do, and I use it. And we must use it to the fullest because he wants you to grow in the knowledge of Yahweh while growing in the unmerited favor. The knowledge of Most High is the Word, written on the tables of your hearts and your minds. And you're going to be able to keep the calendar of the Most High, which is navigated by the sun, the moon, and the stars. And once you stop looking on your refrigerator or on your wall at some stinking Roman calendar that's missing components of accuracy, just, to start your proper month, when does it really start?
Got it. Good. Not going to hold it because you're fading in and out of being.
You too, John. You too, very, very loud. I just turned the radio on and delighted to hear your signals coming through. For the first station I tuned in on, as a matter of fact. Great signal, great sound, and certainly a pleasure again tonight to be able to work you, and hope all the guys are well. Go ahead.
Yes, everything is fine, Mel. I hope you're doing very well, you and your family. Thank you for the 5-9 flashing of report, and well, enjoying a little bit the band today with a good opening again on 20 meters. And what else? Well, using my old stuff here, the Kembo TS940S, a 35-year-old amplifier with the 8H
20 meters. And you know, I mentioned 40. I haven't been on 40 meters in 6 months back there.
Could you sound like what type of radio are you transmitting on there?
So I haven't changed it yet, but this is the way I've been transmitting. And so I'm going to get off of the key and make one quick change and then come right back. Okay. Okay, Sally went down to the seashore to collect seashells. Audio check. Distorted.
Yeah, that's too hot.
Okay, let me see what it looks like on the thing here. Oh yeah, see, I can see it. I can see it fluttering and acting really weird. Okay, that answers my question. Thanks, guys.
All right, good night.
4KZO. This should be back.
Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Welcome to the WA5AIR repeater located in Conroe, Texas. For more information, go to southcoastreflector.com.